welcome to the Tea Table. We are on day 4 of talking about 5 decks I am considering for Salt Lake City. Today we're going to have Arceus VSTAR with Charizard VMAX, so let me get in a second why I did not choose Charizard VSTAR. So, I believe Charizard VSTAR will pop up here. Okay, so Charizard VSTAR does 230 vesting damage counters on it, and you discard 2 energy, 320 with the VSTAR power, which is really, really good, but I don't really think you're going to use it because you're going to use Arceus to search for 2 cards. So I went with the VMAX because it's a good cleanup. You just kind of let it sit there as the V, unless, depending on the matchup, you don't want to evolve if it's not ready, because you want to give them 3 prizes randomly. And then it's a good cleanup. It does 300 for 5, discard 2 energy. But with Arceus, you got Raihan, double turbo. You definitely get a knockout. With Choice Belt, could do even more damage. And we do have a Zigzagoon in this deck as well, so it's definitely a good cleanup hitter after your Arceus puts them down, because they fight through 2 Arceus, and you're like, well, here's my Charizard. Like, what are you going to do now? Plus 330 is a lot of HP. So let's look at the deck killer. We got the 4-3 Arceus, obviously. It's your main guy. You've seen me talk about it. You've seen everyone's videos online, all the tournaments. It's popping up. Powers itself up. Searches for 2 cards. Powers up your Charizard. Powers up itself. Really great. We got 2 Bibarel. I do like Bibarel. The Arceus Inteleon deck is getting really popular. Because my friend Zach and Kevin and everybody, you can just use those to search for whatever you need at the time. But I do like the draw power of Bibarel to recover more. That's, I guess, like a preference thing. I do remember the Octillery, which had the same ability, and that card was played a decent amount. So I do like Bibarel, and especially when I got like I want more than 1 card to search out every turn. Sometimes I do like to draw the 5 over it as well. So then we got a few one-ofs. We got Dunsparce, gives colorless Pokemon no weakness. Save Arceus against fighting decks. You got the Crobat to draw 6. We got Pumpkaboo. So when you play Pumpkaboo, you discard a stadium and play. The reason that is in here is because there are only 2 stadiums in my deck. 1 path and 1 magma basin. So if they path first, I gotta get rid of their path so I can do my stuff. So you do play it and use the ability Pumpkin Pit to discard a stadium, and then you can get rolling on your Arceus. And it's a searchable way to get around a path if it happens. Then we got Manaphy. Not a lot of people are playing Manaphy currently. But if I'm going to regional, I'm playing Manaphy in my deck. Because I don't know what's going down. Urshifu, Jolteon, Mew with an Ice Cube randomly. Like, who knows what's going to happen. I want to be prepared. That's just a me thing. So we got the Zigzagoon. So the reason the Zigzagoon's in this deck is because on your second turn, if you have a double turbo and a Choice Belt, your Arceus VSTAR is going to be doing 210 damage. But, like, let's say they have an Arceus V, or an Urshifu V, or an Eternatus V, and it has 220, you can search out or have drawn the Zigzagoon, pop them for 10, and then get a knockout. So imagine your opponent, you go first, you attach your energy, whatever, they attach your energy, you draw, your hand looking pretty good, you evolved Arceus, you're able to, like, boss up their Arceus, and, you do whatever, and then you drop the Zigzagoon, and you knock them out immediately. This past weekend, with a different variant of this, I was able to go back-to-back knockouts on a basic Arceus V, and go ahead so far in the game that it was hard for them to come back in the end. So it's harder to fit in because you got to like change your strategy a little bit, but it's definitely a card I really like. And then we got the Charizard. You got 2 Charizard V and 2 Charizard VMAX. So as you'll see later in the video when I start playing, there's also this Charizard, which is 80 and 220 and discard 2 fire. And I've been debating because like 220 obviously is more than 180, but I was like, if I really have to go all in with Charizard V, is that what I want to be doing? But later, we do play against Durant, and so the Incinerate tech, you discard all tools from their active, is really clutch because of the Trick Shovel. So you'll see that later. So that's why I think I'm going to stick. That solidified me sticking with the Charizard V, because I've been rotating back and forth between them to see which one I like. So then we got the 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Quick Ball, 2 Evolution Incense, pretty generic. You got the 1 Scoop Up Net, so you can recycle the Zigzagoon or Pumpkaboo if you have to, or if you open like Dunsparce, Manaphy. Any of them you don't want them active, you can pick them up. I do have the 2 stadiums, 1 Paths to Peak, 1 Magma Basin. So Magma Basin like hasn't mattered too much because I have the Arceus attack. So you can definitely play like just anything else you want if you're, whatever you like to play, whatever your stadium of choice is. But the 1 Paths to Peak I do like to play just to lock your opponent because sometimes you got Path Marnie turn 2 and you're like, well, can you stop me? So we got the 3 Bosses orders. We got 3 Research, 2 Marnie. We got 1 Cheren's Care, which kind of is like out of place. But you got to remember, like, you're an Arceus attacking deck with Charizard cleanup, so if you could recycle them, it's a good thing. So, like, you can also have Lumineon in the list if you don't like the Zigzagoon or the Pumpkaboo. You put Lumineon V, which search for a supporter to help you do that easier. And we got the Run Raihan, Card's just good. If your Arceus gets bamboozled and your other Arceus has no energy, you can Raihan the fire back, and depending what your hand is, be right attacking with a new V-Star. Really good. 2 Air Balloon, a Big Charm, 2 Choice Belts, pretty standard tools at this point in the meta, the few weeks it's been out. And then we got 8 Fire and 4 Double Turbo Energy. So, a few things here. We're gonna play some games. Some of the games are gonna be, what the hell's happening? Some are going to be pretty good. The last game we're gonna play, I do want to put a disclaimer on the last game. The last game is why you should get sleep. When you see me play the last game in this video, I think I mess up like 19 times, but I wasn't gonna like it. Who cares? Like we're just playing. So I will just say get some sleep. Do math. Pretty sure I did 100 damage, and I was like, I'm gonna knock him out, and they had like 200 HP left still. My opponent was Jay Bergs. They're a great person. They're a great opponent. They did put up with me messing up the whole time. I did get tilted when they crushing hammered me, but that's just a preview for the last game. So if you want to jump to that, if you don't watch any other game in this, watch this one to know what not to do. So it's a good lesson on, man, you're going to get tilted by crushing hammer, but you also messed up 12 times and had 2 hours of sleep. So with that being said, we're going to jump into some games, and I hope you guys enjoy it and see what we can do. Alright, we're clearly so far high on the ladder that it's going to take a moment for us to find an opponent, not because we're really low. Definitely not that. Alright, here we go. J. Lewis 02. Cool ass Crobat coin. I love all the coins Pokemon's got. Sucks we just mostly use dice. But, okay. Let's see. Well, we got Charizard. We gotta guess which one. I'm gonna say we need Manaphy more. They're gonna mulligan anyway. I don't want to open Charizard because it's like a water deck. It is in fact Durant. It is in fact Durant. Okay. Great. I'll take a mulligan. Cool. I will put a Durant. I'll put an Arceus into play. And end my turn. Alright. Looks like they're going to get a few Durants on the board this turn. But we don't get milled, which is cool. So. Imagine we getting 2 Durant. Alright. So. We will bench Charizard. Well, Ultra Ball. Just want to see what's on our deck. We got the net. That's pretty good. So we will draw cards this first turn. And then we won't have to worry about it forever. So what we'll do is we'll Scoop Up Net. We'll do that. We don't need to do this, so we'll just knock it out. We'll get some energy in play. Ideally, you want to like get a knockout with this, so if they confuse you, you can evolve and stuff, but we'll see. Alright, so we're not going to play any other Pokemon. This is it. This is our game plan. So, strap in for exciting draw attack. Especially if they don't get 4 Dunsparce or 4 Durant this turn. So let's see, they discard a Galarian. Interesting. Maybe they got another one. I guess it doesn't really matter. They had another one, okay. Marnie. Alright, well we have not used our Starbirth ability, so we can always search out whatever we need to. See if they draw an energy. Nice. Those were. I want you to mill those. Why didn't you mill those? All those are bad. Nice. So, okay, we're just going to attack. We got 2 energy. We will put one here. And we'll put another one here. So if I got a hard retreat at any point with the stadium in play, I just lose this. So we got Air Balloon, which is great because we are not going to evolve because it'll give us 3 unless we have to. And the Yell Horn. So we're pretty set up here. We got 33 cards. It's looking good for us, but that way they haven't attacked yet. So you have to be careful against Durant because they can have the horn to put or not the horn. The thing that puts the new target whistle to put something on the bench. So it is awkward, but you can't really combat that if they play it. So they do got Yell Horn. So now we will definitely be using the Starbirth ability. And we will be getting Stadium. Yep, Stadium. So we will use this, and we will get that. We're just gonna get 2 stadiums actually. To the middle energy. We will play Pat to the peak. Can't knock him out, I guess. Which is awkward. Okay, we'll try to attack this turn. Nice. Easy, we got heads. Okay. So, I did forget, I cannot knock you out. That was on me. But we're pretty much set up. So if they want to play their 3rd stadium, because they do already play 2, we can just retreat it. Now we can knock out Durant in 1 hit. That was my bad on that one. Miscalculated, my fault, everybody. Sorry about that. But against Durant, should Arceus just like get Arceus in like 1, and if you don't like evolve your Arceus, like you just attack with Power Edge, you can get around the confusion. So like you want to power up whatever, like another Arceus ideally, and then you just have that. So if they confuse you, you can evolve, because they usually only play 1 of those, and then you can set it up. And don't try to start too early. Or I'm sorry, don't Starburst too early because you don't want to waste it, because if they do have Marnie and stuff, see where they mill like an Arceus and a whatever. So now we will retreat. And the best part about this is we discard all tools on them before we do damage. So we don't even have to mill 2 more. And it works out great. So we're literally not doing. Our hand is full of a bunch of bad cards, a Marnie, a Magma Basin, and a Fire. And if we have to evolve to Charizard, if they have a second Yell Horn, we're great. So they can draw through their deck. We got 26 cards in ours. So we are doing pretty good. Going to get the dub, I think. But you never know. You know, as soon as I say that, they could bop us. So we'll see what happens. I don't have an energy this turn, though. It's like extra awkward, as we do only have 2 prizes left. I'm sure they prized a couple energy. So they're seeing what's going down here. So the triple quick ball was funny off Marnie. So we could Marnie him if we had to, but we don't need to. We can just attack. So they will mill 4. They milled Pumpkaboo energy, whatever. We don't care. We just do that. Discard the tool. Get the knockout. And we have 1 prize remaining. And 21 cards in our deck. Also, if they were to put something on the bench, we do have Stadium Double Turbo to retreat it. So we are pretty locked in to not lose at this point. So if they were to like put Crobat on the bench or Charizard or whatever and play their Stadium, Galarian, we did have Stadium and Double Turbo. Alright, well, that was a pretty exhilarating match to start off with here. So we will jump into another game. and see if we can make Charizard. I mean, Charizard did great, to be fair, because it discarded the shovel. I've been debating on the other Charizard V because it does like more for 4. My thought was, man, I really don't want to have to attack with Charizard V, the basic. But that's a pretty much perfect example of why that one's pretty good, because it helped us get milled less. Because that who knows what would have happened then, right? We mill other cards, we drop other cards. All right, Dragapult coming in here. I love Dragapult. Dragapult's like, I always look at Dragapult. You know, my 5th video might be on Dragapult. Who knows? It sucks going to have to discard this Cheren. But, what do we got here? We got Pumpkaboo, which is good. We got Scoop Up Path. We got the, okay. We got pretty much some good stuff in our deck. So we'll do this. Charizard's good. We'll get Charizard. We can one-shot him with the VMAX if we have to later. Nice. Well, that's what we'll need that. We'll discard these two and we'll get a Bidoof. I don't know if they play Tool Scrapper. So we'll just put this one for now. And we'll end our turn. So our turn, our hand ain't bad. They can always path Marnie us into nothing. The ironic Marnie you into more cards, nothing hand. You know, I love those so much. Okay, so let's say a boss on Bidoof, too. I'd imagine they go after the Bidoof, but I don't know. We'll find out. Because they get like boss, like Pat to the Peak, knock out Bidoof, that's pretty good. So we will see what happens here. They're going to get a level ball. Okay. They did just bench that Sobble, I'm pretty sure. Was I wasn't paying attention? Maybe I wasn't. Okay. I think they also thought they benched Sobble last turn. So they drizzled for level ball for Drizzle. We did it. Okay, we're going to jump into another game then, since that one was a little interesting. Alright. So glad you guys have gotten to see Charizard really be good. I mean, the Durant game, the V shined, to be fair, with the tools, but... Okay, I was like, whoo. Saw that Crobat and was like, oh gosh. Okay, so this hand is pretty good. So we'll see what we draw. And we'll see what they're playing if they give us any clue. Okay, this... Okay. Question is, are they going to play Urshifu? Okay. So, if they play Urshifu, is awkward. Right? Because he's toolbox deck. It could just be the Zeraora one, too. Okay. I'm going to discard these two. I want to discard, like, the energy, but I need to attach it. And I kind of want to drop the Crobat, right? Okay. Arson. And... Okay, we'll just discard the Dunsparce. And if we get punished for it, that's fine. We can just pivot to Charizard. Which will be okay for us. So, do that. We'll do this. Even though they don't play Path. Nice. We'll end our turn. So, our turn next turn could be Evolve, ability to get double turbo Air Balloon, and then retreat and attack. Pretty much be our turn, depending what this happens with this, to be fair. So, let's see what they get. Is it an Urshifu? Is it an Urshifu? Or is this like a Sylveon box with Arceus? I don't know, there's a lot of things it could be. They do get an Urshifu. I knew discarding the Dunsparce was going to suck. Damn, they put a Tool Jammer, huh? I guess we got to bring up that Urshifu. Interesting. Okay. So will ability for yep. I think I need this right now. And we'll attack. We're gonna go straight to Charizard. So that way, if they like some can knock us out, we can knock out the VMAX with Heat Blast for 180. And so it's hard to return KO. So, all I know is that freaking Tool Jammer got me. That was, whew, alright. That's good for us, right? This one can't be paralyzed, I think. Yes, that's fine. Okay, interesting. We have the other Arceus. I guess I could do that and then pivot into Blaziken. Okay, so what we could do is that's pretty good. We don't really have a way to switch, so what we'll do is we're gonna try to draw a Zigzagoon. That looks like a Zigzagoon to me, but I don't know. It do be a Zigzagoon. So we'll ping the bench Urshifu and get it out of there. Bop, bop, bop. And end our turn. Not a big deal if they knock us out. We got Charizard hanging out. So, yep, I wanted to get another Urshifu. Who knows? What we could have done is not evolved, and then this turn retreated, and then like knocked him out with no, it does 180. Just kidding, that's the other Charizard. So it is kind of a Sylveon deck. Okay. So what I'll probably do is just attach and attack. If I got any fires, I'm technically got like one. So, yep. Crobat. Since we got this boss's order, we can kind of, you know, whatever's happening, happen. So, yep. Luckily, I mean, they can power up Remoraid, to be fair. So. Okay. Oh, that's good, right? We'll just do this and we'll attack. We do got 3, so I think we'll do is we'll do. So we have Raihan. Okay, so we'll put 1, 2, 3. So that way, they knock us out. We can Raihan. I believe the Scoop Up Net was entered. Oh, they have 320. I'm stupid. All right, ignore everything I just said. Let's go. Woo! I swear I know what cards do, everybody. I swear. Anyway, I swear I didn't have 2 hours of sleep before I filmed this. Not me. So we're going to bring up Charizard, and we're going to just try to go for Crobat and Sylveon knockouts. That was on me. That was on me, everybody. Top tier gameplay, I promise. Nice. Discard Crobat. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna write. Okay, so, so they can't like knock us out in one hit, right? So we gotta make a decision, because if we draw an energy, we could, boss's order and then retreat Charizard. So, all right, yep, that Octillery is gonna bop our face. So, we'll bring up this. What did I draw? A quick ball, huh? Well, it does anything for us. Let's see. Well, I can just hit him for 100. So we gotta do 100, 300, Like, knock this out. Okay. Just kidding, the math didn't go their way. Alright, we'll do one more game. It's been weird games. I don't know what's going on. I did not almost fall asleep during that game, I promise. I could definitely knock out Blaziken. Thought I had 310 for some reason. That was on me. But the threat Charizard posed there to be able to 300 whatever, or 310. So I believe Sylveon does have 310 with the Scoop Up Net. So that was pretty good. Alright, Jay Bergs. I have lost the coin flip. See if... Okay. We'll start with this Bidoof. I knew that last game too, Dunsparce. Luckily it didn't matter too much, but I was like, man, I should probably keep this Dunsparce. Okay, so they're going to play Magma Basin in their deck. So, we will be able to just drop this path. If we draw an Ultra Ball, we could Crobat first. So I'm not really going to Crobat for one. That's not my thing. So, nice to do an Arceus. There. What a wacky hand. Okay, we're not going to bench this to give him more damage, and I'm just going to guess Bidoof's getting knocked out, so we'll bench another Bidoof. Okay, the Echoing Horned. What else you got? Yeah, they got to knock us out. And then we can do stuff. So, yeah, I hope they get a stadium. That'd be cool. You know? And not a boss's orders. I guess it's not too bad if they got a boss's orders. I don't know what this card is. Because they discarded Cape of Toughness. That would have given them like 300, even though it doesn't super matter. Will they knock out Bidoof? Is the question. Marnie! Alright. That's what I was going to do. Also, this Moltres is super cool. Well, folks. Well, so what had happened was, is we got Marnied. Yep, that's... Huh. Yeah, that's... 40, 60, 80, 100, 60, okay. So what had happened was, we got Marnied. And then died. Okay. Where's 60, 80, 120, 40, 60? I mean, they can knock us out, but we'll see. Well, thanks, Marnie. This didn't even matter. Like, that didn't even affect us. We just got Marnied into nothing. I love Marnie. 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 Boombaye. I guess they can knock us. No, they cannot win it in Charizard. I mean, we were going to Marnie, but at least we would have had Bibarel in play when we Marnied. So they're doing 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. So if they bench 2, 80, 200, and a Choice Belt, we are knocked out. So we'll see what happens. Crushing Hammer. I'm not going to pretend I saw that coming. I'll be 100% with you. They discard Escape Rope, huh? And a Crobat? That's interesting. Okay, well, that's good for us, I guess. Yep. Wow, I can't believe. Okay. So we need something. Just Evolution Incense, Bibarel, Arceus. Just something, folks. That's exactly what I wanted. We're just going to attack him for 130 damage. And next turn we'll get a Arceus and we can get Raihan. Oh no, we can't. It's discarded. Whoa! It's going good for your team. It's going well. It's going real well. Ugh. Crushing him. Bro. Bro, what is happening right now? Does this deck play Crushing Hammer? Did I miss something? Did I miss the freaking memo of Entei Crushing Hammer deck? Apparently I did, so this whole game has been terrible. We got Marnied and had to pass. We're down 2 air balloons. Like, we're not winning this game, I don't think. So it's great. Our opponent's laughing. We draw another Ultra Ball. Who cares? Let me get that stupid Bibarel that's on the bottom of my deck for 3 years. I can't believe that. Any of that just happened. We cannot win this game because they have this. Because they could do 320. Woo! I love all of that. All of this was cool. This was so cool. This was the best. I think we're going to have to use our ability. Because they can just knock us out, right? Because it does 320, yeah. Well, we're going to get a Marnie. 230. Well, that still kills us. There's really nothing we can get, so. Unfortunately. Because 230, we go to 250. We would get knocked out. So, let's just get a card that doesn't matter, really, because we're going to put on the bottom of our deck. Yeah, if we didn't have to discard this, we could probably like do a good trade, but we didn't. What about this? 360. Alright, we'll take a risk. Oh, they're not dead. That guy's like, you stupid fool. You didn't knock me out. You don't know how to do math. He would have been dead anyway, though, because I can't do math, so it's fine. I don't know why I thought I'd knock him out. This game is not going well. Our opponent's laughing at us. They're just going to come up and kill us now. So, folks, don't play Pokemon on 2 hours sleep. For those going to regionals, you'll have a good meme of a game like this one, where after you get Martin into nothing for 2 turns, you think you knocked him out with 100 damage when clearly they have like 180 HP left. Don't do that, folks. That's not where you want to be at in life. Just remember that. And then after you're stupid, your opponent will hit you with a heart and be like, dude, why'd you do that? Which is very valid on their part. So, we're about to lose this game horribly. I hope they end it right now, so I can get out of this game. This game really went the worst it could for us. Kudos to our opponent for bopping the hell out of us. It is what it is. Crushing Hammer ruined my whole life. I don't even know why they're I don't think they need to play this Crushing Hammer. I get it, whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Look at this. 260. What is this? 280. We're just going to attack them. This game is over. They don't even. It doesn't matter. They don't die. they made sure to hit us with the well played so they know, wow, your deck is not good, bro. I know, man. It is what it is. So, what did we learn today? We learned don't film a video on 2 hours sleep, but also math is very important. I was just messing with our opponent. Obviously, they played their deck well. Crushing Hammer got me good. The Horn, the Marnie, everything. Kudos to their deck. I like their deck more than my deck, realistically. This is a good lesson for regionals. Try to get some sleep before the tournament. Always make sure you count for all the modifiers, such as Cape of Toughness and whatever Burning Energy or whatever it's called. So you don't attack for 100 and talk for 5 minutes about how you're gonna knock them out, and then they have 80 HP left. That's not a good thing to do, usually. But overall, I still do like the Charizard deck. When you are awake and playing it, your Arceus pivots to Charizard well, because you can use Charizard for the late game. Knockout, like 300, Zigzagoon 310. If you don't use a balloon, you can do 330, 340, knockout Eternatus. I do think the deck is super cool. It's on my list. After that, it's lower on my list if you don't sleep. But it's all fun and games, everybody. And thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, you know the deal. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, only like 3 or 4 more. Pretty cool to get there before regionals. And we'll be back tomorrow with our 5th deck. Which I think right here. Do I have it on my thing? Which is going to be basically, I don't know if it's all these 60, but Arceus Ditto. So, with that being said, I will see you guys next time on the tea table.